What is going on? Gunners Alive coming at you with another Clash Royale video here on my channel. Take a look at my deck and you will see the Miner, which is the first legendary card that I have unlocked here within the game. So the way it all went down was a few days ago I had the special loot bonus opportunity to open a legendary chest for the small price of 500 gems. And since I had more than enough gems, I went ahead, purchased the legendary chest, opened it up, and got the Miner. To be completely honest, I was hoping to get the Ice Wizard, but now that I've had the Miner for a few days and learned how to use it within my deck, I am more than happy that I did unlock the Miner, because this card is amazing. It's more of an attacking card rather than a defensive card. The Miner digs underground to any part of the map very quickly, pops up, and immediately starts doing damage to my opponent's towers or to my opponent's troops. Now, since it is an attacking card, I do like to pair it with Giant and a rage spell. Typically what I will do, and you'll see me do later on in this video, is drop down the Giant to eat shots from either my opponent's tower or from my opponent's troops. Then I will call in the Miner to do some damage against my opponent's tower or troops, and if I have the rage spell available, I would drop it on both the Giant and the Miner. So that's pretty much one of my favorite attacks to do here with the Miner card in my deck. Like I said, I've been using it for a few days, and I'm just going to be showing you two attacks that I did right here, right now in this video. So up until this point in the battle, I've basically been all out offensive attacks and pushing towards my opponent's side of the map. I took out their right tower pretty quick within the game, had a strong push down the left lane. However, my opponent was able to stop it with a fireball earlier on. After I did take out that right tower, I moved on to the king tower, and as you can see right now, it's sitting at about 1/3 health. So my opponent just dropped down the minion horde. I'm going to drop down the wizard to take out this minion horde very quickly, and then the wizard will also do some damage to my opponent's Valkyrie. I do not lose a single tower in this first battle. You can see I just dropped down my Giant. I'm going to go ahead and call in the Miner now that my Giant is tanking and eating all the shots. And then as you can see, I did drop the rage spell in order to help the Giant and the Miner attack my opponent's tower and do a lot of damage. Call the Dark Prince in right there just to finish off the battle with that one final push, and just like that, I got the 3 crown to 0 crown victory. Now in this second battle that you're watching, I do win 3 crowns to 1 crown. I am going to try to employ some of the same strategies that I did within the first game here. In the second game, I just had to get my cards shuffled into the correct order to make them most effective. So at this point, I've gone ahead, called in the Dark Prince along with the 3 minions in order to attack my opponent's right tower. Did a little bit of damage, took a bunch of health off of that mini P.E.K.K.A, so my tower is just able to shoot it down very quickly. And now I see that my opponent actually has a Miner as well, so I know that they're going to be doing a lot of offensive pushes trying to take down my tower's health. At this point, I have a decent push on the right lane with the Giant and the Valkyrie. My opponent does drop down the poison spell, so I will lose those goblins very quickly, but I do drop the rage spell on top of my Giant and my Valkyrie in order to take out that right tower very quickly. So one thing I like to do with the Miner is the same thing I like to do with the Royal Giant. I sort of like to disguise it and save it for later on in the game. I know in these two battles that you're watching, I don't really do that. I just sort of use it throughout my deck whenever it comes up, just because I wanted to show you guys quite a bit of action with the Miner while it did some attacking. But a couple times I've come down to say the last 10 seconds of the battle, I've had the Miner in my deck along with the rage spell, and my opponent's tower is, let's say, at below 500 hit points. So I call in the Miner, which is a very fast attacking card, drop down the rage spell, and before my opponent knows what happened, my Miner and the rage spell have combined to take out my opponent's tower, thus giving me the victory in the battle. Right here you can see I'm pushing towards my opponent's king tower, going for the 3 crown victory. I have the Giant down with some minions. The minions die. I go ahead, call in the Miner, drop the rage spell, and then I am taking quite a few hit points off my opponent's king tower. Just need to do this a few more times and then I will achieve victory. At this point, my opponent goes ahead, calls in their Miner as well. They do drop the poison spell, which unfortunately takes out my goblins. I do drop my minions outside of the poison, that way they can eventually push onto my opponent's base. And you see my opponent's miner doing minimal damage to my tower just because they do not have the rage spell to go along and give it that extra boost that it needs in order to do a good amount of damage at a low level. As you can see, my miner is only level 1 right now. Hopefully I can level it up ASAP. Anyways, I'm attacking my opponent's base once again, half down the Dark Prince along with a few minions. My giant's already gone, but I call in the miner right here along with the rage spell, and just like that, my opponent's tower is going to fall for the 3 crown to 1 crown victory. I'm going to go ahead and show you the miner card here on the screen just so you can take a look, but that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. New videos every single day here on my channel. I'm Gunners Live, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the live stream later tonight or another video.
Don't tell me that this isn't real. Don't tell me this ain't how I feel. This is all I have, all I have. All I ever wanted was somebody to get this. All I ever wanted was somebody to play this. Yeah, take my song, put it on they play, and get goosebumps every time they play it. Wait, this my